Hi everyone. Today we talk about options on stock indices. To understand this concept, we should understand what is derivative. First we look at what is derivative. Derivative is a financial contract that derives value from an underlying asset. Let me give you an example for more clarity. We normally say the standard example of two parties. One is farmer and other one is wholesaler. The farmers normally do before the harvest, they enter in a contract with the wholesalers or the consumers. To understand the concept of derivative, it is much more, I think. Then what is happened here is that the farmer, he anticipates, he expects in the future there is a chance to for the price of the commodity, agricultural commodity. The other side, the wholesaler or consumer, he expects in the opposite direction of a farmer. Then there happened the methodology of a derivative. I think you have understood the concept. For more clarity, we will look at more examples. Okay. The buyer agrees to purchase the asset on a specific date at a specific price. Here, the example of farmer and wholesaler, the buyer agrees to purchase the asset on a specific date at a specific price. They enter into contract. Assets include commodities, stocks, bonds, interest rates, and currencies. There are various derivative instruments. We look at the type of commodity derivative under agricultural derivatives. Derivatives can be used either for true purpose, risk management, or for speculation. I hope this point you have understood already. Financial derivatives are done through two ways. The one is over the counter, the another exchange traded. There are mainly three types of derivative. The one is forwards, it is done over the counter, it is unstandardized contract. The other two is standardized, it is done over the exchange, standardized exchange. There are two exchanges in India, National Stock Exchange and Board of Bombay Stock Exchange. If derivative contract enter in perform in standardized Bombay Stock Exchange or National Stock Exchange, it is known as futures and options. As we understand, forward is an agreement between two parties to buy or sell an asset at future date at a price agreed today. The forwards, futures, and options, these are the same methodology of derivative. The differentiate is forward is normally what we do in our normal life. Our normal real life, it is forwards. We enter in a contract with a supplier to buy or sell mobile phones or purchase vehicles or other agriculture commodities. It is the example of forwards. It is unstandardized. If this same methodology apply in stock exchange, it is known as forwards, sorry, futures or options. Let's look at what are the factors differentiate among from futures and options. Futures, it is an agreement between two parties to buy or sell an asset at a certain time in the future at a certain price. We have already discussed futures are standardized contract traded on a centralized exchange. Options, it is also one of the derivatives instrument. The differentiate from the futures is the buyer has the right. Buyer has the right to buy or sell the commodity. At the expiry date, if it is profitable, the buyer only execute the contract. Otherwise, he leaves the contract. He terminates from this contract. It is known as call option. Purchaser has an option to buy the underlying asset is call option. Whereas come to put option, the purchaser has an option. Suppose a person he entered in a contract within 3 months. He expects there is a chance to fall the price. Then he sells the commodity within 3 months. He has a choice of selling the commodity within 3 months. It is known as put option. Whereas in call option, the party he expects there is a chance to increase the price in future, so he already enter in the contract at a smaller price. It is known as call option. I hope you have very much clear with call option and put option. Let's see options on stock indices. Under stock index option, underlying asset is stock indices like Sensex, Nifty. See, the stock options, we understood the shares of Reliance or Tata, shares of Tata, these are the stock options. Whereas there are different sectors of sectors are there are different sectors under Sensex Nifty, banking sector, automobile sector. There are different sectors. If we enter in a contract like in a Sensex Nifty, it is options on stock indices. I hope you are clear. Same as normal option contract, the buyer has the right and the seller has the obligation. The same methodology of option contract under index derivatives. We shall understand two concepts in the money and out of the money. A call index option is in the money if the index value is greater than the exercise price. It means when a person enter in a contract at the exercise date, if the money exceeds the value, exceeds the greater than the value, he is in the call money. He gets the commodity with a lesser price. And right now, it has a higher amount than he purchased. So he is in a position of in the money. The straight opposite of in the money is out of the money. If the index value is smaller than the exercise price. Then one more thing we shall understand, stock index options are cash settled. The reason, the stock indices are not physical like stock options. It cannot be delivered. So we talk about today what is derivative what are forwards, futures, options, options on stock indices. I hope you have got much more clarity of this concept. Thank you for listening to this video. Have a good time.